I'm looking good, right? I've got my junk clothes on. I don't care, honestly, what my hair looks like because that's where I'm going today. I have been working on my house a lot and doing different things up on the roof, rebuilding my flower boxes, my compost bins, just numerous amount of projects, trying to get it just up to par, honestly, and keeping up, but also winterizing it because here in Ohio, we have like 9 months of winter. And I've already done one of my basement windows that was the original 1952 metal frame, and I will show you what I did there.
Here's the metal window embedded into the cinder block. I had to use my angle grinder and a hacksaw worked great, pry it out, installed in the new window with trim, caulk and all, and I was good to go.
And how I repaired it for those of you that might encounter something with the frame being embedded into the cinder block. But this is my crawl space. Long story short, I'm in a 1952 Gunnison home, Larissa Prodigal Pieces. Before I go on, I want to invite you to sign up for my free email newsletter. It comes right to your inbox, no strings attached, just so that you can stay in touch, because we all know how untrustworthy social media can be. Being me, myself, I've been hacked and lost over 100,000 followers. All right, so here we are in my 1952 Gunnison home. That means this was like a catalog order home back when soldiers were coming home from war and needed a quick fix. So it's a sort of manufactured home, but not like your modern manufacturer. And when they built it, there was no basement. They added this, and I have what's called a Michigan wall that goes around. You can see here, it's cut in, and then they built this wall up, and there's a shelf there that actually gives me storage, but they dug this basement out bucket and ferrying it out, and they would use these windows at the front here, the one that I did first, and then there's a crawl space left where they didn't finish the basement, they didn't continue digging. So on the other side of this wall is a drop-off where they dug away to put that foundational wall, and then across the way you'll see me be fun climbing in there to get this other window replaced and built in. I just thought, I'm going to show you. I do all this stuff on my own and don't share it often with you because honestly, I just like usually to get it done, and I don't want to create a video and edit a video and do all that. But I bought my box store window. I decided to go with one that could open like the other because that way it comes in handy when it comes to needing to fish pipe in or just access for different reasons. And I can remove the screen, at least have a hole that big small person could get into. The whole reason I'm having to do this, aside from the original window was a certain gentleman, a contractor I had hired to replace my furnace, broke it. He was obese and couldn't fit, and he broke my window. Didn't replace it. He put the foam core board that you see there in the before shots, and while he was also replacing my furnace, he took a dump in my basement, and I caught him. I didn't know he was doing it in the middle of me coming downstairs. He stuck his dirty teepee on my shelf with my products that I sell, and I happened to find it because I was looking for one that had sold, and I had to come down and get the order while he was working. So no longer hiring that guy, and need to get this fixed. It's been a long time waiting, and it's been something that I've been asking for help with, and that didn't happen. So I'm doing it myself, per usual. So anyway, gonna crawl in there, show you what I've got. Probably not talk much till after I'm done, but just showing you what I do for DIY. All right, let's get at it.
Here we go. Foam core board that he had cut. The guy who broke it stuck it in there. Lots of leaves. It's fall, y'all, so every time I clean these out, they're back again in the next hour. But here we go to get this fixed. I'm going to pull out that foam core board, see what I'm up against, and hoping that I got everything measured right, my supplies ready to go. If not, I could just make a quick run to the store. But happy that I'm able to do this myself, and it's fairly easy. Well, I'm inside and you can see that I'm in sort of a ditch on the other side of this wall, and I gotta climb up into there to get to that. Here's looking back at the basement. Okay, good news is I think the window I got is gonna fit, and this one, I'm elated, is not the metal frame that was embedded. It looks like it's either been redone or added later. You see this newly poured concrete as new as in 1952, but still, very happy with what I'm finding. So I'm gonna take the window out and the packaging, hoping that it's gonna fit, or I'll just make it fit. But it looks like it'll be coming in and against instead of going this way. That makes sense if you've ever installed windows before, but the flanges are going to be on the outside. I might have to trim the flanges off and just box this in the best I can with some outdoor trim like I did on the other one. I had to kind of jerry-rig, but it worked. So, here we go. Here I've stuck the new window in. You can see that it's generally a good fit because it's really hard to find one that will fit this exact size, but there's gaps, right? So you can see from the inside what it looks like with the gaps there that I'm going to fill in with some scrap wood. Here I've built it in. You can see I've used some cedar I had on hand, some corner round to fill it in, and then I've caulked from the outside, let that cure for manufacturer instruction, then can come back in and finish the rest. Here I've cut some mitered pieces from Spinal. Seriously easy to do. I've had lots of practice with miters. I will be using a construction adhesive to hold that on there. Then I will caulk and fill it in again so we're nice and tight, ready for this coming winter. From the inside, yes, I painted because I want to be able to look nice from both sides, and I'm happy with that. And then comes this. I literally was in the middle of the basement working when I hear water running. Found that there was a leak at this copper pipe that ran right down along the wall. As soon as we replaced that pipe, I get upstairs the next day, my disposal broke. I had to install a new disposal and a new GFCI outlet because the original was hardwired and this one's plug-in. Now it's good to go.
Well, that was fun. Nobody likes to get under their house, get in the crawl space, mess around with all that. But then when I found the leak, the pipe needed replaced within the same day of me doing the window. And it took me about 2 days, one full day for the window, but I had to let stuff cure so that I could put on the trim in the next day and then caulk and let that cure. But I had to look at the schedule, the weather, make sure it wasn't going to rain. So I had time for cure time and everything's good to go. And then as soon as I came up and I felt good that that was taken care of, then my disposal went south, had to replace that, and I discussed that. So lots going on. I even have some other repairs. I have to replace my kitchen sink faucet. It's been leaking and I think the stem is about to go. because it won't almost always turn off. So I have some different repairs I'm doing. My washer is leaking, my refrigerator is leaking. And it's all good. I mean, it's all in due time. God's helping me take care of these things, and I'm feeling good about it. I hope this encourages you to give DIY a try. Maybe different things on your plate that you need to tackle, want to know how. I'm always open for emails. Feel free to reach out, and you can find the email links on my blog at the top, the bottom, anywhere within the post. Feel free to send a message. I'm happy to help and encourage you. If I don't know, I will find the resource for you. But it is doable, and it's just a matter of learning and having some basic tools. Didn't take me much tools to do this, and some know-how. But again, I wouldn't have known if I had never tried. All right, this is Larissa at Prodigal Pieces. Again, I invite you to sign up for my free email newsletter. It comes right to your inbox without any strings attached. Cancel at any time. The whole idea is to create a family, create a community so that you're included, because as I mentioned, social media is great, but it doesn't always work, especially when they let you get hacked. All right, until next time. If you want to see more home improvement projects like this, just leave me a comment in the blog post. Tell me what you think and what you'd like to see.